So, and welcome back to Netflix Football on a new segment. Basically, it is Next-Gen India Superstar, something that I wanted to for a long time. And now I have the opportunity to actually explore this avenue, this wish list of mine that I wanted to tick off my book of wishes, as if you something in that sort. Welcome once again on the Daily Show at your premium prime time. This is your host Neil, and tonight we're gonna highlight some of India's, starting in this segment, some of India's next world beaters. Like we all talk about how we're going to have the next Messi, next Pogba, next Cristiano Ronaldo from all over the world. Why not our own motherland? Like I've been involved with Minerva Academy's whole scouting process, and you know how much I've talked about how talented people are. But with proper guidance, with proper, let's say, knowledge of the footballing world, these folks, these lads can absolutely get to the top chain of football. We've seen already a few of them in proper academies, and tonight we have someone who is in the Boca Juniors Academy in India. Those of you who are confused for Argentina, I beg your pardon. He is in the Boca Juniors Academy in India, and it is a very, very, very well-known establishment. It just can check them out. It'll blow your mind. So without further ado, let us welcome a special guest on the screen right now in 3, 2, and 1. Rishabh, hi man, you're live. So how's it been basically all these days? Training and stuff, hard work?
Yeah, it's keep going on, just working. It's the off season right now.
Absolutely. So Rishabh, before we actually go on to the main crux of things, I want to ask you that, like, number one is, how did you find the inspiration to play football? And do mention your journey that all the viewers wants to know.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, go on.
Sure. Yes. So in the starting, when I started playing football when I was 9, around 7 years ago. So I was like a normal Indian kid, like a fat boy. My father told me, go, you should start running, you should play some sport. So he introduced me, my friends. I went to the football, and they were playing in some park, and we went to play football. Then it clicked, just that I fell in love with that sport from that day. I kept on, I bunked my tuition classes as well, just to play with my friends in the park.
Goodness.
Then from there on, playing in the Delhi state team and playing in national championships for Delhi. And then getting scouted by Boca Juniors as well.
Like ethereal emotions, right? Let's talk about Boca Juniors a bit. Like, number one, what was your reaction when you found out a club as prestigious as the Boca Juniors, housing the names
yes,
of
it is.
like Carlos Tevez, Juan Roman Riquelme, and many others, Diego Maradona as well, if I'm not mistaken. What was you were proud, obviously your family was proud, but what was your feeling, man?
I was I was on the 7th cloud at that time when I got the mail from Boca Juniors that they should be a part of our family now. Then it just kept going on. Then I was excited. I went to Bangalore. I stayed in their hostel. They have really good facilities for Indian players and youth as well, especially youth. They have really good grassroots programs as well. So yeah, just really want to grow like from the grassroots, they are putting proper focus on the grassroots. And like you won't see that if you compare with any other clubs, they are just doing hard work and running and doing every other activities, but they are all like strategy. They work on your mindset.
Right.
There weren't any single match or any single goal that we haven't prepared, we haven't practiced it. Every set pieces goal which we did in matches was practiced before. Every corner kicks, every that play, the switch of play, everything we practiced. So they just put everything in your mind, in your subconscious. So the style of Boca is really, really wonderful.
Absolutely. So something Boca Juniors from an Argentinian academy, from an academy from Argentina, is focusing
Yeah.
more on European prospects, like all the tactical stuff.
Oh,
Even though Marcelo
yes.
Bielsa is someone from Argentina who is revered as one of the greatest tacticians, like throw some light on this, Rishabh. Like how different, like you have played in other academies or other places as well. How different is the whole
Yes.
preparation? Let's go through a pre-match segment if you may.
Okay. Like if you are training with Boca Juniors, so first of all, there are quite good number of matches they give you, because the real game you will learn, the real thing you will learn will only by playing through matches. So they give you good number of matches in, like we have around every weekend we have one match, and the next day we have rest day. And throughout every week we have 16, yeah, 15 to 16 training sessions, which
Wow.
are all combined with gym sessions and conditioning. And
Right.
then, and the special part is like if you see, look at the other clubs, when you are doing conditioning, they will just push you into a gym, they will make you run a mile and other things. But in the Boca, there's like they will, on the conditioning day as well, they will give you a match situation. They'll
Right.
put you like for 15 minutes you are playing a match, then straight from there you are going to hill climbing or something like that.
Wow.
So there's a difference. Like they give you like they are trying to train you like when what you will face in the match, exactly like that. Because there's a thing, there's a principle. What you do in training will reflect on your matches. So they're more focused on the match realistic situations and getting more players confident on the ball. Like if you see the Boca mentality, you are just like winner. Everyone over there just feel like they are lions in their place. Like if I play at center midfielder, our
Mhm.
coaches, they are really good. They are like family to us, and they made they guide you to be like you should dominate this place. Like you should not let that other player scare you. You should scare him. He should be scared of you. He should not get past you, or he should not be able to defend you.
Right.
So that winning mindset, they put you from the age of 12. They start putting that winning mindset, and it's not a pressure. They just put it into your subconscious with just training methods and their mentality, their guidance with their like the sessions we have had in like after the match. Then we have discussions as well. Pre-match discussions are also there, and post-match discussions are also there. So yeah, it's the mentality.
Intense, man, intense.
Yeah,
Typical,
it
like
is.
what I hear from a proper when I've also done a podcast with Mr. Steven Taylor, former defender of Newcastle United. So I've
Yes.
always heard like they go through this, but it's so heartwarming to see a club or an academy putting so much info. And you won me over when you said that you bunked tuition to actually play the sport, something which I could not do, and now I'm sitting here with a damaged ligament, telling goodbye to my footballing career. So
No, the
YouTube is the business.
thing.
Okay, few questions for you, Shan. Thanks for joining in,
Yeah,
Shan.
sure.
I'll take your questions in a bit, but first a question from my friend Ankur. He says that
Okay.
tell us the difference in infrastructure compared to Indian academies, and difference in food or nutrition habits compared to what you have and what you
So,
see in other
okay.
academies your friends might be just gossiping about.
Yeah, actually nowadays, like the academies are quite growing in India. They are all have proper structure for training and nutrition as well. And whereas in Boca, I saw that yeah, we have a proper nutritionist who comes and checks on us, like what are we eating and how much rest we are getting. According to that,
Like, are
how
you
much training
forbidden
we
to
are
eat
doing.
eat all the junk food, something like that? Like, or you
Yeah,
forbid yourself?
yeah, because they mix their like yeah, we are not forbidden. Like they just makes you the dishes look fun. The dishes we have, they look funny. They look tasty as well. And yeah, everything is combined with that. The training method and the facilities, the infrastructure especially is such a beautiful infrastructure because we train at Padukon David's Sports Center Excellence. It's a beautiful place. I think it is it comes in the top 10 infrastructure in India. And it has every facility. Like there's Olympic size swimming pool as well. And we have a perfect football pitch, turf as well over there. And yeah, everything's there. The Boca infrastructure is perfect if you want to grow in a football career.
Absolutely. A second question is
like you just sure.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, like if you are training with Boca, like you won't get any thought that you should roam or you should go anywhere else because everything's there for you, whatever you need.
Goodness, that is proper infrastructure. Like thinking about your extracurriculars as well is something that most people avoid.
Obviously,
but
it is there.
Having it all together actually focuses you more on the job at hand. Okay, the second question is from Shoham Mishra. He says that if you're a regular football watcher, which I'm sure you've told me that you're a Barcelona fan, do you apply what you see in matches while playing at the academy, or do you not get the freedom from your coaches? Before you answer that, since you're a Barcelona player,
yes.
Are you a Lionel Messi fan, or would you say you're a Cristiano Ronaldo fan?
No, I'm like, if you are asking me out of those two, who I admire, it's obviously Messi.
But your favorite player? Your favorite player?
My favorite player is Sergio Busquets. Yeah,
okay, that is interesting.
I admire. Yeah, because my position which I play is holding midfielder, and Sergio Busquets also there defensive midfielder, and he does an excellent job. I idolize him a lot. Yeah.
So
I try to
could you
imitate him.
Do you apply that? Do you get the freedom to apply that on the pitch when you're training?
That's the good point in Boca. Like they give you the freedom to do, like our coaches has told us, like there are three halves to RISHABH. Like there are three halves in football. There's defensive half, and there's the middle half, and there's the attacking half. So when you are in attacking half and you have a ball, then you have freedom. You have do what you think it's creative and is beneficial for our team. But when you are in defensive half, you should be in discipline. Like you can't just try Rabona in the defensive midfield. You just can't do that. Yeah, it will cost you a goal. But they give us freedom to do whatever we want in favor of our team. And if I watch the match and I thought that I should apply this, or how should I apply this into my game, I just take that clip to my coach and I ask him, like, sir, I want to do this, and what are the points that should I copy for, or should I just learn from this? Yeah, then he will brief me out everything.
Brilliant stuff. Literally brilliant stuff. We'll have a few questions from Shan as well, who's commenting on, spamming the questions. I see he's interested. Like, are you aware about the academy structure in the legacy clubs of India? Like, I'm from Kolkata, so Mohun Bagan, East Bengal. That's number one. And in the same vein, did you receive yet your calls for India under 17 team? These two questions.
Not yet, unfortunately, not yet. But yeah, surely in the upcoming time I will receive it. I'm confident about that. And secondly, I have seen the other structures as well. I've been to Minerva as well, and I've been to other academies as well. I've seen the structures, but like, if you ask me what is the difference and what would I, if there's an option, what should I choose?
You could improve, right?
And so I would choose Boca Juniors only. Like, the infrastructure and everything is perfect.
Like a bit of I understand your perspective on that, but the question says that Indian academies, do you think, like, Minerva is an academy I absolutely love the program that they have, I've seen it firsthand. So do you think more academies should be like Minerva, what they do, especially Indian academies?
I think every academy should be like Minerva.
Wow.
Like,
shout out to Mr. Ranjit Bajaj, literally.
Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, he's such a great guy, and he's doing this so much for Indian players. Like, what the player wants from the academy, or a coach that he wants from academy, that they should give him this, at least they should respect his effort, and they should respect his work ethic.
Absolutely.
And what the things he's putting in. And Mr. Ranjit Bajaj did that all, and he stood up for his kids in front of whole federation. That's a
Yes.
big thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm in
So
personal contact with him. Like I remember, like I was a nobody when I came into contact with him. I tore my ligaments, and he was like asking me, Neil, are you all right? How are you? Kaise ho? Like these kind of things. Like he's a multi-millionaire, probably a billionaire. I don't
yes,
know. I don't know the finances. I don't care. But his heart, like it wins you over, man. He's so inspiring.
that's the
Top
thing.
to top
That's the
of that,
thing
he's a
of
Mohun
Indian
Bagan
people.
fan as
They are
well.
down to earth.
He's very down to earth. Indeed, he's very down to earth. Okay, so lots of Ranjit Bajaj sir fans in the chat. Thank you guys. Do subscribe to the channel and do watch the podcast that I have done with Mr. Bajaj. They're in the podcast with Neil segment. And also, a last few questions if I'd ask you. Uh,
Yeah.
we have a lot more to talk, more than just questions.
Yeah, sure.
This one is from Tothagato Munshi. I'll read out his question. How different is the footballing culture in Boca Juniors Academy? You've already said that as compared to any Indian local academy. And what is the difference in teaching the tactical nuances between the two country-specific academies? Like this is a prospect. Like I am very much interested in analysis, tactical analysis, and analytics part.
Yeah.
Both different things. Like,
Okay.
do you get
Yeah.
this innuendo? Like, do you get this notion that much more tactical? First, you talk about your academies, Boca Junior India
Yeah, I would say.
Academy's tactical perspective, and then should you think that kids or growing men, you're 16, you talk more matured than me probably. You look so handsome, man. Probably all your I'm not gonna say it. Your parents must be watching.
Thanks a lot for that.
You are going to be one heartbreaker, man. Other than that, all the trash talk apart, you already are a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
I can see your smile. Rishabh, you're naughty kid. All
I
right,
don't
all
know
right.
about that. Yeah.
All right. So do you think more of tactical inputs should be given to
Yes.
people from kids from 12, 13, like in your academy? Rishabh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's like in like when we have matches in our Boca Junior.
Mhm.
So if under 16s and or under 18s having a match, so the other two categories they'll just make them sit outside and they will give a notebook to every kid who's there, and according to their position they give them roles like analyze this player and what, and after that, after the match, they'll ask the kids questions. What did you analyze today? What you learned today?
Wow.
So that's a really great thing which I see in Boca Junior. Like because when you grow, you are watching matches. Most of the players, or I'll say Indian players as well, they'll just watch match for fun. They're having a drink as well with them, and they're just enjoying with their family and friends. But you should at least learn from the thing, because time is money. So time is precious. You have to like work like a pro. If you want to be a pro, you have to live like a pro. And whenever you are watching something, you should learn from it. So Boca will make you, yeah, Boca just put that thing in your subconscious, I would say. Like you will, from next time, whenever you are watching a match, yeah, you will just start, okay, this player, it's my position. I should learn from him. Okay, he's taking this turn and he's making these passes. Yeah, you start learning it.
Brilliant. You're 14. Who's Paras Sood says, I think he's one of your friends. He says, you're 14? Come on, you said you're 16.
I'm 16.
You're 16 playing in the under 18 for people watching.
What was that?
Yeah, go on.
What was the yeah?
Paras Sood.
I was the youngest in my.
OOD. Paras
I was
Sood.
the youngest in my squad. In the Boca Junior, I was the youngest in my squad.
Absolutely. So he's right now, guys. Those of you who are watching, he's at the under 18 squad, but he is the youngest. He's not 14, he's 16. He talks somewhat like one of my icons, Marcus Rashford. Like so much determination. Like his WhatsApp status reads that 100% hard work and sacrifice. It's something, Rishabh, I think that is needed in modern football. Like I can't remember when I was 16, probably sulking like an idiot what to do with life. You already have your next 5 years goals set. Doesn't and on those same lines, I'll ask you this: like, what do you see for yourself in the next 5 years? And if given a chance, if all the clearances you get, would you love to play for an international club and represent India at the same time?
Yes, I would love to do that. That's it is my goal as well. I wanna win the FIFA World Cup with from the Indian national team,
Wow.
and yeah, I would love to play for my favorite club, Barcelona, as well at the same time.
Absolutely. Like what of many people I ask, I am conversation with in your probably age group. They say if given a chance, I want to win the Champions League with Manchester United, want to win the Champions League with Chelsea, Barcelona, Real Madrid. But for the first one, I'm hearing that I want to. You saying that I want to win the World Cup with India. That gives me chills. For those of you seeing that, it is giving me chills. And impressively around that, Rishabh, I commend your foresight and I commend your attitude. It
Thank you.
is absolutely brilliant, top notch, top notch.
All goes to my coaches. No one else. They have just teach me these things.
Talk about your coaches, like how they are in person, how strict they can be. Do let us know.
No, the strictness, I would say strictness, they are much strict to me. Like every time when I'm having a one-on-one session with my
Mhm,
coach,
mhm.
so they will just like, Rishabh, you can grow more and you have to do this. They'll just point out everything. They'll tell me what to do, and yeah, I just try to mm, just be on the marks for them.
Different.
One of the our head coach, Mr. Del D'Souza
Mhm,
from in the
mhm,
Boca Juniors,
mhm.
like he's my like one of the favorite coaches, and I personally admire him a lot. I've seen him playing as well, and yeah, he like I can see he comes to this for the session and he just guides everyone
Right.
over there. And like a winner, he has that winning mentality. That's what players and academies needed. And nowadays, like you can't just face any team without a winning mentality. You are scared. But if you see Boca Juniors, if you see, I'm a fan of under 14 team. If you
Right.
ask me, because
Right.
those kids are like they just won the KSFA league.
Mhm,
This like in March.
mhm.
They are under 14 kids, and they. If you see other teams, they are having more physical players and bit, more much stronger players than them. But
Mhm.
tactically and that mentality, that winning mentality, that which they have, they just knock all the teams off from the ground.
Brilliant, brilliant stuff.
All goes to our coaches, all goes to our staff. The staff is really beautiful in the Boca Juniors, the physiotherapists and the coordinators and everyone is like they just want their players to grow in every aspect, not just in football. They want us to grow as a footballer proper, like off the pitch as well.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, Mr. V Ravikant has a question like, how do you get exposure to the selectors? Forget about coaching for a second, forget about training for a second. How does one make it out there? The system is corrupt in most states. I'll not bring controversy. Do you think like let's answer the first part of the question. How did you like get exposure, number one, and how does one make it out there?
So that's really like I would uh, say that's a really good thing from Boca Juniors. As I also previously mentioned, that they give us matches on every weekend, and we train in the CSE. There are like many scouts come there
Mhm.
to spectate you and look at your game. There are other teams as well who we play against, and there are senior teams as well. Like recently, Bruno Fernandes, not say
Brandon
the
Fernandez.
I would Brandon Fernandes. Sorry, I
Yes.
was just
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. I'm
yeah.
a
He
Manchester
just came.
United fan. You can talk about Bruno Fernandes all day long.
Yeah, he's absolutely genius there. I also idolize him too.
Wow.
So apart from that,
Mhm, mhm,
apart from that, yeah. So Brandon Fernandez just like past week he visited the CSC facilities. So the exposure thing is there because when you are getting the matches so regularly and when you are training in such a good infrastructure and other scouts comes and go and like you just can't wait for the opportunity. You just have to be ready for every day. Every day you have to give your 100% in the training sessions, and that's what my coaches has told me that it, you should not just wait for the thing. You have to give your 100% on every day, whether it's training, whether it's a recovery day as well. You just can't hang around with your friends on the recovery day. You have to take care
brilliant.
of your body. you have to sleep on time, you have to be hydrated as well. Like everything, they are just making you a proper player. They are
Professional.
pushing you to be a
Mentality monster
professional
to
player.
make it
Yeah,
out there big to answer his question.
yeah.
All right. Final question I'll take from Shayan. He says that, did you get the opportunity to, or have you yet gotten the opportunity to go to Argentina and train at the actual Boca Juniors premise?
Not me, not yet, but in future, yeah, surely I would uh, get it. And like some of our players from the under 18 squad has been scouted for the like one of our players playing in Spain like from last year,
Mm-hmm.
and no, from 2 years back he's playing in the Spain, and one just recently got selected. Our left back, he just recently got selected in Spain, in the FC Malaga team, and
Wow.
his name is Sajid. He's a really good player as well, and a really good friend of mine. And he just
Wow.
really just recently got selected for that Spanish club. And yeah, other players as well. They're moving into foreign countries, and yeah, they're doing well over there as well.
Absolutely, Rishabh. Splendid story. But don't you worry, from much have I've conversed with you, man, the mentality you have, I don't even have at 26, you have that at 16. And trust me, that'll take you a long, long way. Even people were saying, like on my socials, that you don't justify hard work with your results. But I do understand the motion and the notion of hard work. It can get you anywhere. As a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, seeing him all these years struggling to Leo Messi and then reaching him, it's enough inspiration for me. And I think that mentality is driven into you in your blood, and thanks to the Boca Junior academies and thanks to your coaches. And I think definitely you're a gem in, you're a diamond in the rough. Yeah, you saying something?
No, no, I'm also thanking them.
Brilliant stuff, Rishabh. I'll not take much more of your time. That was an awesome session, Rishabh. We'll look to have you
Thanks a lot
more
for
on
having
this.
me there.
We'll look to have more updates on you. We'll keep in touch with you, your next move, your next ambition, and I'm sure if you keep up the hard work, mate, you're gonna be in the pinnacle of Indian football very, very soon. And I pray, and I like entrust all the subscribers and viewers to have their best wishes for such a hardworking young lad who is there to achieve his dreams. Best of luck, Rishabh. Was wonderful chatting with you.
Thanks a lot, Neil.
We'll be
It's
seeing
a
you.
pleasure for me to be here as well, Neil.
Absolutely. We'll be seeing you very, very, very soon. You can count on that.
Sure.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so that was RISHABH Sharma, the Boca Juniors Academy under 18 player who's 16, youngest player in the squad. And stay tuned in this channel, man. Like, he is a future celebrity. I can see it. I'll say it behind his back. He is a future celebrity. 100%. 100%. He's absolutely amazing. Guys, thank you for all watching. This has been a very informative session. And do keep subscribing, do keep liking. We'll bring a lot more of kids like Rishabh onto the show to talk about them. We'll have Rishabh more. I know he is a personal favorite, all of you. Academy ta kotha India te in it's in Bangalore. I don't know you much. Can you please introduce yourself, please? James Negi. If you're asking about me, you can watch all the other videos. If you're asking about him, it's RISHABH Sharma. He's an under 18 player of Boca Juniors Academy in India. He plays as a midfielder. So that's interesting information for you, and the rest will be upon the video. Thanks for joining in. We'll see you very, very soon. Do keep liking, do keep subscribing, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant stuff, like literally brilliant stuff that all of you have been tuning in and encouraging me with all your love and warmth. Thank you all for tuning in. Tomorrow I don't think I have some plans. The Manchester United match got cancelled due to COVID outbreak. So be seeing you probably in another channel. Maybe Sunday I can push a video in. Do keep supporting. With that, this is your host Neil, bidding you probably a very good night. Stay safe, stay at home, and see you very, very soon. Bye bye.